So I just watched the Nip funeral service. Okay, I just watched that, and I honestly, this morning when I woke up, I regretted not buying a ticket to go out to LA to see this. I don't even know as a Canadian if I would have been allowed to be a part of their ceremony at the Staples Center. But for me, it was like a moment where, like, I went to Victory Lap last year. That was the first concert I ever went to, and I was so genuinely like happy that I went to this. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, his aura or what, but the moment when I tapped into Nipsey's music, everything became like an ongoing podcast, a movie. He just was really good at telling stories, and the stories, like, it was just gang shit. And I'm not a gangbanger or nothing like that, but they were relatable to me as a person trying to find themselves and trying to find their voice, create their platform, and reshape their community. And I think this is something that a lot of people want to do, especially when you realize that this isn't all about the money. Like this whole dance project we're doing right now, this new project, this new shop we're opening up, this isn't only about the money. I like continually say it. There's just more to it than that. I remember, I can't remember whose track it was on. I don't know if it was Killer with Drake. I think it was before that, but I saw him featured on a track. I remember skipping his parts. It was Hustle in the House, I think. Or I don't think it was Rose Clique. It was Hustle in the House. And I was like tapped in. So I started going through bullets, ain't got no names. Then Rose Clique came out, TMC, the marathon dropped, and since then it's just been Nipsey. There's no artist in my playlist, and you can ask anybody about this. No other artist, like, it's just been Nipsey. So I woke up this morning, kind of regretted not going to LA for this. I would have brought the whole fam, but it just didn't happen right now, and we're focused on the shop. So, like, I was watching the whole ceremony on BET as I was cutting today with the whole squad, and just listening to the stories, watching his brother speak, his brother tour up, Lauren London carry out her speech. It just, even as his mom, his grandmother speak, everybody speaking on the situation. It's just kind of like what I felt when I came to terms that he died. And again, I'm not family. I don't know him. I've never met him. Even when I went to the store, like, this is like, I don't have idols really. Like, it might be Nipsey and LeBron. There's two people I absolutely respect. If I get in a room with, I don't even know what to say. But even his brother, when I went to the marathon store, his brother was there. His brother was serving. He was selling. He was at the desk. Him and Pop. And it was just like, I didn't really want to be a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy, so it was just more like respect, and I just wanted to give him money, bro. I just wanted to buy stuff. That was the first brand too where, like, I know a lot of people around me like Gucci, Louis, they like all the fancy stuff. I'm not into none of that. This was the first time I genuinely walked into a store and I was like, I need to spend money, and not just because the clothes are like special. It's because I respect the movement. So I was like, I need to cop and I need to represent what this is, because this is what I stand for. And his music, the whole experience of me going on the trip was, a wifey, like my girl came with me. It was just like, man, like, he's put me in a position to do so much and put me in a position to make so much happen with my vision and my dreams, and carry out acts out of faith and not out of fear, not be scared to do what I want, that it was a no-brainer for me. Like, this trip, there was BarberCon the same weekend. It was NBA All-Star weekend. There was stuff popping. There was a lot of networking events. But the only reason I went to Los Angeles that weekend was to go see Victory Lap. We just got these in. And I guess this blue one, we got a couple colors, but this blue one's for Nipsey, man. Like I was listening to his brother tell a story about how they bought the lot, and they were getting evicted out of the police. District attorney was telling the landlord of the property that you need to evict these guys, and they basically were renting every spot in the lot, and he offered to sell it to them. They didn't have the bread to put up for it, but they managed to get it. They just said yes, and they figured it out. And it's just like these type of stories. And he's been preaching this in his music. He's been saying this, you know. This is stuff that resonated with me. And at any point where I was going to quit during this journey, the one consistency, other than my wife, of positivity, was this music. Because I've been with her through this whole journey, so she's completely held me down through this, and I love her for that. You know, I just love her. Period. Like, just love my life. But like, if we make variables even and to really relate with somebody, I related to Nipsey, man. And I respected their brotherhood. I just respected Nipsey. That's crazy. So he was telling that story about eviction, then buying the lot. And I'll tell you guys a story that from this year, actually, because now you guys know we're moving into a new spot. But we actually got evicted out of our current spot, our loft. And that's why we had to move. I've been looking to move places, but when I got that eviction notice, I was like, no way. And as I got that eviction notice, we had people quit on us and move on, and it just at points felt hopeless. You know what I mean? Now, as of late, like just especially with this project, I've been taking it step by step, and it's just a lot less fear and more faith. And I'm really believing that as long as I progressively do a little bit every day, shit's gonna work. And I remember getting that eviction notice, and that was just one tenant just not liking us and putting pressure. And it was just like, you can ask wifey, man. I was freaking out, and I couldn't tell nobody. Most people don't know this. I don't think anybody knows this. And I just stayed down, and now we're set to move to our new spot. We're just about done. Yeah, like even when I heard this news that he passed, you know, like, whew, it's caught me off guard. I didn't believe it. And then they came out with all these conspiracies. I was like, yo, let the man rest in peace. Please, let the man rest in peace. Let his family mourn this. I mean, it's just crazy. And I've just been listening to him for so long, and I've spoken about him with so many people, had conversations with people who had no clue who this person was. And to see his death and then everybody start listening to the music, some people were mad about it, but I was just happy because finally we got something in common. Like, this energy is not something that any artist can create. And I've never tapped into an artist this much, where I just really want to understand what they're going through. His brother's speech was actually my favorite speech of the whole ceremony. Lauren London finished her speech crazy, but the brother's speech, just because listening to the music, understanding that was his right hand. Like, they had Fats, they had Nipsey. Nipsey had Fats, Black Sam is his brother. There's a couple other guys, but his brother was really a big part of his success and his community, and to see them come up together to support each other, that's only something that I feel like I can dream of. And it's just like family, and I don't know, man. It was tragic, but there came a point where I realized that this person instilled so much belief in me, like self-belief, where he just activated something where I'm like, I can do this shit. I can make this happen. And I just grew, with the marathon's all about, it's the process. And what he's telling you is the progress feels the best. And understanding that, appreciating this process has given me a reason to never quit. So until my prophecy is fulfilled with this, it will be alive. And throughout any bad, I'm not trying to make this inspirational or anything, but until this is not dying. And I've reached a point. I remember I used to play ball. I played ball right before this, and I wanted to quit so bad because I was injured. I was losing my playing time because I was injured. I couldn't shoot no more, and that was my only job on the team, is to shoot. And there's something in me that made me not quit that year. And I did not quit. I stood it out. I remember, and it was probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do was cheer for my teammates off the bench. No playing time, no respect from the coaches. And me not quitting. And again, Nipsey was a big part. I said this in prior videos. Nipsey was the soundtrack to that whole situation with me. Me not quitting. And then at the end of the season, deciding to just become a full-time barber. And I became a full-time barber because it was something I was good at. And I knew with this, I would be able to create a brand and create a platform. I will continue, because we got a great staff with us right now. We will continue to inspire and grow with great people. One of my dreams right now is I want everybody that's coming up with me. I want to make people rich. I just want people around me to just be able to do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what I mean? And to create that type of wealth in a culture where I feel does not know how to retain wealth. If I could create this type of system and the voice for people who are the voiceless, I'm going to be grateful. And not every video is going to be on this inspirational tip. I just watched that Black Sam speech. I think I'm going to attach it. There's no reason. When he died, everybody was just speaking on it like it was an end. And I kind of felt like there's no way this is done. This is still running through my blood. And this is running through his community's blood. And I think his family's just too strong to fold. I know they're too strong to fold. So it's this energy is just flowing, and it just can't be killed. And this is the type of energy that, as life goes on, I just want to continue to pump out. And that was just a great ceremony. I was just so happy too that they filled out the Staples Center. I'm not even mad that people are trying to chop tickets. I don't know if you guys heard about that thing where people are taking the free tickets and reselling them. You gotta eat. You gotta put food on the table, so that happens all the time. But anyways, back, it was just inspiring, the whole situation. His funeral was a celebration. It wasn't a sobbing moment. It was a celebration. And that's what I always felt like death was. You celebrate something that was great. You don't cry about it. You celebrate it, and you can tear. Crying. I'm saying not pout. Don't be discouraged. It's a moment that's happened, but God bless this moment. God bless this life. I'm so grateful to have listened and been able to tap into this story, and it has propelled me to do things that I can't. This is in the vision, but I could have never imagined it happening. So, all money in. There's so much. There's not much to say. But God bless that whole God bless Crenshaw and Slauson. God bless Nipsey and the whole All Money In team. You guys don't even know. All the way from Montreal, Canada. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Take crumbs, make bread.
Damn.